just to be honest. I don't really know. I mean, there's like some differences. There's like none of the really AI things too much yet. But I believe RCS is in here. Well, I know it is. I don't know if I'm on the developer beta. Hello to everyone over on Kick and Twitch and YouTube. We're just getting set up here. Talking about the, iOS 18 that I have it currently, but let me just double check I'm on the latest version, because knowing me, I probably didn't update to the latest one. Automatic updates, I gotta make sure that everything's right, but it's checking for updates, so we'll see. Alright, Sam's in on Twitter now. Alright. So once he's a speaker. Sam, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me mute. Okay, so speak. Oh, no, I shouldn't have unmuted that. All right, we're good. But I can't hear you on Discord. But
there we go, I think.
okay, now I speak.
Hello.
I can't hear you on Twitter.
Wait, what? It says I'm speaking on Twitter.
No, you're not. You were. No, you're not.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ow.
I mean, I care more about Twitter, so you can jump off of Discord, but I think it's...
Hold on, let me try this.
Sam's testing it. He'll figure it out. For some reason, I'm still checking for updates. I don't know why it's so slow, but we'll see what happens there. All right, so let me pull up this article that I saw all about the RCS, and we'll jump right into it. We might have to start a little bit without Sam, but he'll appear. He'll something. He was here. Now it broke down. All right, so let's see. All right, so it's happening right now. That's what this headline is by The Verge. The headline is "It's happening, y'all." So let me share my screen for everyone over on YouTube and Kick and Twitch and Discord and
Testing.
not Discord. Yes, I can hear you.
Testing.
You got a lot of background noise though.
Do I?
Yeah, it's a pain.
I don't know how I can fix that.
Just mute and unmute. All right, there we go. So, yeah, so I have it. I'm not on the second beta. I'm only on the first one. So let me update to the second one right now. It's going to go through now. And that's the one with the RCS. So technically, I don't have it right now, so I just got to update that. But yeah, so RCS appears to be working for people with the iOS 18 beta installed. You don't need to do anything. No settings to tweak. It's just there by default if you're on the second beta, which I'm not. RCS beta is, or RCS support is part of the second iOS developer beta, but despite toggling the feature on, it wasn't working for people yesterday, but it is today. So indicating that carriers in the US have basically flipped the switch to enable it, because not just Apple had to update their software, but also all the carriers had to allow it. So now it's happening. We all have it. We're encrypted. It's safe to text between devices. But the thing I think we all wanted, there's still green text bubbles. Don't know why. I can't tell you. I think it's Apple knows if they get rid of the whole green text bubble thing, less people will buy iPhones. No, I don't think that's true, but I mean maybe it could contribute to it. I really don't know, but I don't know. Maybe some people will like that. Sam, how do you feel about this as an Android user?
I think it's great. Obviously, I love that they're connecting it together more. That's really great. That's a step in the right direction, I feel like.
We should have a great counter for Sam. How many times he says great? He's like, it's really
I
great.
think it's really great.
This topic's really great. I don't think you're speaking on Twitter still.
I don't.
No,
Wait.
I don't think you are.
It says I am.
He literally just, I don't think it's coming through. For anyone that couldn't hear, he just said that it's great.
It's great.
He just said it's great. Yeah, I don't know why you're not appearing on Twitter. You are on Kick and YouTube and all that stuff, though, from what I know.
Okay.
So yeah, it's great, guys. It's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a bigger change. More, I mean, it is a change for both, because again, like I said, it's now encrypted. I don't know. I feel like encryption's great.
Testing.
You're not.
So sorry.
Testing. Testing. No, you're still not on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, I think it's, the encryption hype. The encryption hype is there. I'm so unsafe. I shouldn't make this so public, but I'm so bad with like cybersecurity and keeping my stuff safe. Like it's not me. I don't take the time. I don't take the precautions, which is a bad thing to say. I'm secure enough to where like you're not gonna break into TSARP. That's for sure. Like all that's secure. I just mean like when people are like, "Oh, text on WhatsApp because it's encrypted, not iMessage." I'm like, "Yeah, that's just not me." Like I don't take those precautions. But that's like really when I get bad. But like I have two-factor on everything. I'm not an idiot. Like obviously I know all this tech stuff. It's not like I'm your grandma who doesn't know how to do this. But yeah, it's just some of that stuff. I'm not.
My passwords are the same on all accounts, which is not good.
If you,
Um,
let me double check that they can't hear you, because I don't want to keep repeating everything that you say in case
it's
they can hear you. But I don't
it
think
says
they
I'm talking on Twitter.
can.
I think it says it's picking it up.
Okay, so speak. I
Okay,
think they can hear you now. I
okay,
believe.
I fixed it. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, also I do hear an echo though, but that's just me. I gotta mute. So, all right, it's good now. Yeah. So, what were you saying? Oh yeah, your passwords. What about them?
They're the exact same on all my accounts,
Oh,
which is
that's
not
that's
good.
great. No,
But
no, that you probably shouldn't share publicly, but because if they find one for one account, they'll get the
I mean,
rest.
they're all different. They're all different. If
They're
anyone's
all
listening.
completely different. No, I
Yep.
have my passwords are now. They used to be the same. Now they're different. Also, my Gmail, no one would ever guess. It's like it's so random. I don't know how I chose. I just was like, oh, what should I? What should I? I need a quick new password, and I came up with it, and I somehow haven't forgotten it. Don't know how, because like those things I always forget. Somehow I haven't, and now it will never change. And it's the most random password.
I'm
Um,
I'm proud of you for
Thanks,
remembering
Sam.
it.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, cybersecurity. To recap, not the best at it, but doesn't matter. I don't need to go to WhatsApp now because of this new RCS update, so it will be good for all of you. And maybe one day we will finally get rid of the green text bubbles. They're ugly to stare at, which is why you need to get an Android. No, wait, hold on, wait. No, you need to get an
I really
iPhone.
need an Android.
No, you do not need an Android. Sam has a Motorola, by the way, but he is getting an iPhone at some point. Don't know when, but at some point, soon, hopefully. Yeah, and then we'll update y'all. Trust me, we'll let you know. We'll make sure Sam's on to talk about it. Let's put it that way. So, all right. Let's jump over to our tech history. And then first we got to roll that intro over there on YouTube and stuff. So here we go. All right, so on this day in 2000, Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards was released in North America. I think that was a big Nintendo game back when it released. I mean, the whole 64 was big, too. People loved those 64-bit graphics. Let me look it up. Let's see if we can get a little more info on this game. Kirby 64. Yep, so it was released in 2000 for the Nintendo 64, which was the first kind of like 3D gaming the first 3D Nintendo console. I don't think it was the first ever, though, if you didn't know. And yeah, it was developed by HAL Laboratory and published by Nintendo. And it was the first Kirby game, like I said, to feature 3D graphics and allowed Kirby, or follows Kirby as he attempts to reassemble a scattered crystal shattered by dark matter. Wow, sounds fascinating. Go check. You guys should go play it right now. I bet there's emulators.
Hey, Andrew, have you played
No, I
the
haven't.
Crystal?
I have not. I don't think Nintendo don't sue me for mentioning emulators. I do not endorse them. I do not tell you where to get them, and you should not get them because they are bad. Bad. There you go. Now, Nintendo, don't sue me. All right. So, Google Find My Device got a little update today, or well, not really an update, but we'll get into it. So, Google will address Android's Find My Device network issues over the coming weeks. The company is actively working to roll out enhancements to Find My Device to improve the speed of locating a missing item. So yeah, I said an update, not really an update, just updates coming in the future that they announced. Yeah, so basically, just like, Apple has Find My, and then you can find your iPad, whatever, which I did yesterday. It works great. I lost my phone. Sam knows how I lose things, and I love that I can log in on my computer too to just find it. But this is not new technology. You all know the Find My apps and stuff, but they are addressing some of the issues that have come in the Google version, because apparently hasn't been the best, which is why I brought up how much I like Apple Find My, because it works. It's good. My phone somehow wasn't dead too. It was like lost for 2 days in my house. I just didn't feel like finding it. I didn't feel like going on my computer to turn on Find My, and somehow it wasn't dead. It was still on like 90%, which was honestly insane, being that I hadn't had it for 2 days. But again, it was off. It wasn't off. It was just like, not being used. And then, yeah, I just went on and I quick used it. But apparently there have been some bugs, just general issues, and we'll dive into those a little bit. They're going to fix those, but they're also going to add new updates in. So they said in a statement that Google is covering the concerns of its Find My Device network, and they said they are actively working to roll out enhancements to how the Find My Device network operates that will improve the speed and ability of locating lost items over the coming weeks. Because apparently before, its ability to find them wasn't great. There was just connection issues. There's all different issues, and sometimes it wouldn't work. But now they're fixing that. They also said they're adding, the ability to find some new devices, connect some new devices to the network, which will be pretty cool. And yeah, so there you go. There's also, we were talking about Apple and Google, but there's also ones like Life 360 has like the tiles, which are like to find like non-smart devices. Like you could put one of their tiles in like your wallet and find your wallet. Great stuff like that. So, yeah, it's not just Apple and Google. But I'm telling you, Apple's the way, guys. People are going to get angry at how much I say I love Apple. I mean, I recognize the issues with Apple, but I find it funny, like, with the iPhone, I'm a big iPhone lover. So, you all know that, though. All right, Apple will soon offer better support for third-party iPhone displays and batteries. Oh, look at that. See? Apple's getting better, guys. See? This is why you gotta love Apple. They're always getting better. True tone and battery health data will be available for third-party replacement parts later this year, even if Apple can't verify their authenticity. All right, so a big complaint everyone has always had about Apple is that, they're just, they don't like when you don't pay them to replace your thing. They don't like when you replace it yourself, but they fixed that. That was like a fix last year, or maybe 2 years ago. They now sell kits to allow you to fix your device at home. So that was one big step. And now they didn't like using third-party parts. The parts that they would give you to fix your own device, they had to be theirs, whether they were doing it or you were doing it. Now that's going away too. They're allowing any third-party, well, I think it's really any, but maybe there are some restrictions, but pretty much any third-party display to be installed on the iPhone, as long as, it's actually compatible, as long as it actually works together. And later this year, that will be coming. And yeah, I think it's a great step forward, right? That it's being, easier to replace and repair your devices, especially Apple devices. Android, that's like a big thing that people love about Android, just how open it is and how easy, and just how there's very little restrictions, not just on adjusting software, but also just adjusting hardware. Obviously, software being like, modding and what do they call it? Jailbreaking and stuff. That's been around forever. But also how you can easily replace parts, and Android's not going to yell at you. Where if you replace parts, your iOS is going to be like, no, we cannot use this. But yeah, again, getting better. See? Apple's the best. I'm kidding. Don't yell at me, guys.
It's really not.
Shut up, Sam. You're getting an iPhone. What do you mean? You can't say no if you're getting an iPhone.
What iPhone? I don't know what that is.
Yes, sure. All right. ChatGPT's Mac app is here. But why is this our topic? But it's flirty advanced voice mode has been delayed. What is this topic?
What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing, Sam. Why do they have to put it like that? It's flirty advanced voice mode has been delayed. OpenAI now plans to start testing ChatGPT's upgraded voice mode next month. I mean, this was a huge announcement, guys, and they said they said like coming next week, coming soon. They didn't release it. They were just trying to get ahead of Google. We know that they were just trying to jump the gun. They weren't trying to jump the gun, but they jumped the gun trying to get ahead of Google. So now they have to keep pushing it back and whatever. But we do have the Mac app, which is cool. And I'm saving up for Mac, guys. Let me put this out there. I think I might need to sell my glasses, my Meta glasses. I need money for a laptop, guys. I need to buy
and it has to be a Mac.
It has to be.
It has to be Apple.
It has to be Apple. Shut up, Sam. Why do you have to put it like that? But yeah, no, it's gotta be Apple, guys. I gotta go with the Apple. The GOAT, guys. The GOAT. But yeah, so no, the reason I want one is because I have a Windows PC and I want a Mac or a MacBook really. Because I need to be diversified, Sam. I'm really Windows heavy, and now I gotta go into the Mac. You know, if you're a stock guy like me, you gotta be diversified. Well, I mean, not everyone is. Stop buying those crypto meme coins, guys. Sorry, I know. My friend Timmy on Twitter, he buys a lot of crypto meme coins, and he also watches TSARP. So no offense, Timmy, but I don't know. You gotta be diversified. Can't just be in one sector or have one operating system. So, I mean, you could, but I'm not gonna, cause I'm cool. You're cool too. I don't want to offend our viewers.
Thank you so much.
You're very cool, Sam. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't look at this. Don't look at this on the screen. This is the Verge's podcast. Don't go to them. Do not go to them. What's cool about this Mac app? Sorry, you can watch them. They're different. You come to TSARP and them for different things. So if you want to go over and watch their podcast, go over and watch their podcast. The Verge is the GOAT. That's who's the GOAT. A lot of our news comes from them, and we make it better. We simplify it. We put it in this wonderful live streamed podcast format. And actually, I mean, I'll get into this later, but there's so many changes coming to TSARP coming very soon. But we might, it might get a little different. But up until this point, the Verge has been very, very helpful, and they will continue to be. But yeah. So what I was going into with the Mac app is what it's really cool is it can look at what is currently on your display. So there's a little keyboard shortcut. I forget exactly what it is. Maybe I can find it in here. But there's a little keyboard shortcut you do, and then the app pops up, and then it can look at your display and answer questions about what you're currently looking at, which is a great kind of software update. Install now. All right. I'm updating. Maybe it will be done by then, but I don't think so. But yeah, so it can look at your display, answer questions like that, and it's more of almost like a co-pilot-y feel, This Mac app is basically kind of going in the direction that Copilot is on Windows, which I wonder if that's why it's not on Windows yet, because we know the very the very big relationship that Microsoft has had with OpenAI, extremely close. They have a huge investment in OpenAI. I believe they own 49%. So huge, So it's weird to see it not going to Windows, but that could be the reason, because, Microsoft's investing so much in Copilot that they didn't want almost a competitor. But we'll have to see. Maybe not. Maybe that's not the reason. Conspiracy theories, I guess. But don't listen to me. That's just my opinion. That could be it. Not too sure. So yeah, there you go. That's all the big tech news. But we got some TSARP announcements and TSARP Unplugged today. So today was the last day of school. We talked about that. Great. Yippee. It was good. Apparently, Sam's going to play mini golf today, and he says he's going to win. I think you're going to lose. So, are
Hey,
you also going to an escape room?
I am. Yeah.
All right. How do you think you're gonna do there?
Pretty good. I'm going with my family, so we're gonna do pretty good, I think.
Oh. And are they good at escape rooms? Sam, we've done 2 escape rooms together, and
We have, yeah.
we won the second one. We won. We got out.
And we almost
escaped.
won the first one.
Yeah, but it was like, oh, we need a lot of hints, guys. But the
Yeah.
second one we were good at, so that's how goated we are, guys. You just gotta know how goated we are. All right, let's jump into the big TSARP announcement. So we're not gonna be here tomorrow. Sorry, guys. Hate to tell you. We're not going to be here tomorrow just because school's over today. And if you didn't know, TSARP's schedule has always been, like, every school day. That's when we were on. Except, I have to tell you, what was it? Last Wednesday was the second time, actually, we've ever broken that
That was the
rule.
interview, right?
Yes, last Wednesday was the second time, but broken it in a good way, not a bad way. We added a day when we did TSARP. We didn't remove one, which was the interview with Guy Kawasaki, which you guys should watch. It was epic. It was great. Guy Kawasaki, if you don't know, chief evangelist over at Canva, author, podcaster, great guy. Go watch that. After this, of course. Anyways, that was the second time we broke it. The first time was actually the first ever episode we did on a Sunday. Don't watch that. And I only realized that we did it on a Sunday like a year later when I was like going back through old episodes. I was like, that was a Sunday? I thought we've only ever done school days, which I was wrong. So, all right. So that's what. Not tomorrow, not Wednesday. That's not the big announcement, though. I think we'll be coming back Monday. I haven't made a clear schedule. Obviously, we don't have school Monday. We're just, we're breaking out. We're making a new schedule. Maybe Monday. I haven't really decided. But Monday would bring huge, great changes. So, again, this isn't really confirmed yet, but I think this is going to be it. I think it's going to be 2-hour streams. Okay, 1 to 3, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. I think it's going to be, again, it could be more, but I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Don't take that, though, too strongly. It might be every day, but I think it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Again, 2-hour streams. We're going to be bringing on way more guests, right? Normally, we would do, like, one interview, right, for half an hour, and that would be the day's stream. No, we could be bringing on, let's say, like 2 interviews, bringing on just guests to come on and talk about stuff. Like, I've got a bunch of friends that are into, I say friends, like, they're friends, but, like, they're not just, like, randos. They're, like, a bunch of, like, really awesome people who run their own social media accounts. One example, I have my friend Nick Brown runs a Twitter account all about stocks and the economy, and so we're going to bring him on at some point to talk about all the stuff going on with tech and tech stocks and tech companies. So he's going to come on. He's got like 8,000 followers on Twitter. Go follow him. But so we're going to bring on a ton of guests. I talked earlier about Timmy. Hopefully, maybe we're going to interview him. We've talked about that. Hopefully, he'll come on for an interview. So we're going to hopefully bring him on. And I've just got a ton of people I want to bring on. So we're going to be doing that. It's going to be tech news, too. It's going to be more chill. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I think all through July, and then August it might be a little more difficult, but I'll figure it out. And then once school comes back in session, which for me is like August 10th, around then, a little later, just huge changes. We also have insane interviews lined up still. We kind of like had like a short break just during finals season, but we have like insane interviews coming up pretty soon. And our new CMO Shreyan's has been working real hard on getting those, so I'm excited for those too. Again, don't want to spoil them, I can't tell you. Also, we're gonna continue going on Twitter Spaces, and all the other platforms we're on right now. I'm also going to be doing some just specific stock live streams, and we have a cool name. We've announced it already on Twitter, so I can talk about it. But Young Minds and Market Finds is the new show coming. I wasn't sure if I was like set on the name because I was like, oh, I hope people don't think it's cringy, but it's borderline, guys. But I like it. It rhymes. It's like kind of like okay. And that's how I take it. But, so I'm going to be doing that. That first stream is going to be July 5th, and that's going to be with me, Nick, who I already talked about, Timmy and Rishi, who runs a really epic YouTube channel too called Investeen. Go check that out. I'll be talking about it more soon, so maybe we'll even get him on TSARP. But yeah, so excited for that. That's like a very, very small snapshot of what's coming during summer. So I can't wait for that. And yeah, is there anything other TSARP update related that I'm missing, just like with live streams? I don't think so. You might have seen we changed up the thumbnails a little bit. I'm trying to like make it more. I want to focus on how we're more of like a live streamed podcast rather than just like YouTube. So that's why we're kind of focusing more with those new kind of more simplistic thumbnails that are supposed to really like show like the TSARP logo, the episode number, to show this more of like a live stream podcast than like YouTube videos, where our last thumbnails were like really YouTube heavy. And we're also like making the titles more like podcast. We added TSARP to the end, right? And we're also making it like more clear. I don't like using the term clickbait because we've never like clickbaited, but like more clicky titles that are like, just released right now, go check it out, is like really strong and kind of heavy. It's not clickbait, but it's just like too clicky almost for me. So we've made it like, more simple. Kind of like today was, it was exciting. It was like Apple's getting enhanced messaging with RCS on iOS 18, but that was like really info packed, which I liked, which more like less clicky. So yeah, Twitter Spaces. I think we're gonna do all our interviews over there too. So I like all of these platforms that we're on right now, and also just ton of other stuff. I think we've got other partnerships too coming up during summer, other events that we've been working on too, that I know some people have been really like pushing for some of this stuff too, so that will be coming, asking for it, so that stuff will be coming. So yeah, that's kind of just a quick overview, but Monday I'll have more info on all of this for you, to update you on. And yeah, so exciting there, and I hope you all tune in on Monday to view it. So thank you all for tuning in, and I'll hopefully see you then, as long as that's the date I end up doing it, just because I wanted to see who's available Monday to come on, and I wasn't sure if everyone is. So hopefully Monday. We'll see you then. Thank you for tuning in, and bye everyone.
Bye.